YouTubers, Mike Martin's here. Mike Martin's channel. I got a really important article for you guys I want to read. Home equity loans were meant as a lifeline. Could they leave some BC homeowners drowning in debt? Well, remember guys, I've been talking about this for years now. I have people call into the show for years. We've been talking about how people are using their house as banking machines, ATM machines, whatever you want to call it. And you've likely heard of some home equity loans. You may have one yourself. For many Canadians, home equity lines of credit, HELOCs, which typically come in with low interest rates, flexible repayments, and high credit limits, have long been the borrowing tool of choice for more home renovations and debt consolidation. Such as loans could be useful, but they could also be risky, especially in a fluctuating real estate market like Metro Vancouver. So again, guys, they owe more in their house than what they're worth if they bought at the peak. And even people that bought recently are starting to see declines. It's like, wait, I thought we hit the bottom. We're nowhere near the bottom. We're going to have to retract the fake growth from all the money laundering that's been through the country and through using Canadian real estate. We have to retract all that, and I think that's about 17 to 19 quarters in Vancouver need to be retracted back to get back to reality. 19 quarters of growth need to be retracted back to normal. Back to earth is what I'm saying. We have seen a lot of clients have come in who've used their equity in their homes. With prices going down on homes, we found that clients having less access to less equity in their homes, which means they have to start making changes and they have to start paying off their debts. Industry experts say the HELOCs have been a factor in the financial difficulties of an increasing number of homeowners, with some borrowing to their limit and bringing themselves to the brink of bankruptcy. So guys, I've been talking about this again. I'm not going to keep saying this, but I'm saying that the reason why our economy is afloat or we're doing well, not only because of the laundered money that's come in, the $200 billion that's been laundered through Canadian real estate. It's not even that. It's the people using their HELOCs to keep themselves afloat, so it looks like everyone's doing well. In reality, they're just borrowing to borrow back to borrow, and it's kind of like that space thing. Remember that I was talking on Mike in the Night, and I was talking to Supreme Cannon, and I said, you know, it's like when you're carrying fuel to go to Mars, and there's not enough fuel to get to Mars, so you're carrying more fuel, but the more fuel you carry, you start carrying more fuel to carry fuel, and you're carrying more fuel to carry fuel, and all you're doing is just carrying fuel to carry fuel. And you're not getting any further. That's what you're doing with your HELOCs. When you're borrowing from that to live, and you are, not really paying your principal down on your mortgage, you're just borrowing to borrow more, so you're not getting anywhere. So you're just borrowing to borrow more. It's a vicious cycle that you can get in, and watch out, man, does it ever get dangerous. Worst case scenario is that you have to sell the house and be able to pay off those debts, Norris said. Around 3 million Canadians are sadly saddled with HELOCs of the average debt load of $65,000, guys, not pesos. This is dollars. According to the report from the Financial Consumer Agency of Canada, FCAC, which also estimated the combined debt load carried by Canadians for home equity loans are more than $300 billion. Oh, shoot. So factor the $300 billion, drop in the $300 billion in home equity, the $200 billion laundered money. Hey, man, our economy is flying. We're on fire. In the reality sense of it all, it's all debt-driven. It's all debt-based. It's all IOUs is what it is. A quarter of HELOC holders carry six-figure balance. A quarter. That's a lot. They should have mentioned that earlier. The report said in January. April Office of Superintendent of Financial Institutions reported the country's combined HELOC debt load exceeding $3 billion for the first time for that month, nearly 8% increase over 1 year. 41% of homeowners have been of the ages of 25 to 34, making interest-only payments, according to FCAC. A licensed insolvency trustee, MNP, says about 25% of these HELOC do not have a proper plan, meaning their timeline for paying their debt ranges from five years to never. HELOCs are variable rate product, meaning they can be affected by raising interest rates. So watch out for that. And it says on Friday, Global News Radio 980 host special dictated to examining BC's housing crisis. The 4-hour-long show will take a depth look into. So they're what does it say here? Hold on. I read something here that was good. In the environment that has financial experts and economists advising caution when it comes to borrowing. You know what, guys? Don't borrow anything. Don't borrow anything. Don't go into debt. You have no reason to. If you can't afford to buy it, then don't buy it. Unless it's like some medical procedure you need to get done to make you live. Unless it's something like, a one-off, and then you'll pay it back type of thing. But if you're going to go buy a toaster on your credit card, and it's going to make you feel better when you get home and you have a new toaster on the counter, don't do it, guys. People are frivolously spending money on crap, and they're just keeping up with the Joneses, and they're not getting ahead. It's like carrying fuel to carry fuel. That's how it is. Rocket carrying more fuel, just to carry more. And that's all it is when you're paying with these HELOCs. You're just taking out debt to take out debt. And it's this vicious number 8 infinity. It never ends. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. Comment below. And if you want to support this transmission, please buy me a coffee. I want to thank Mariah for this coffee this morning on Patreon. Hit me up. $1 a month. Thanks for watching.